This is a short tutorial on how to use the split times and the sectors to get better and to find your pace forever. For example, when you have a crowded track where you can hardly do a quick lap. So I have here some data from eSkateCon. Let's check Morgan's finals, which are the fastest of all. And usually when you look on the data, you see some lap times, right? And here you have the best time. You can, of course, you can compare to the like other laps, and you can just like see how you do. And this is usually good. This is the great start. So just checking the laps itself. You can play it and see how you are doing through the whole lap. But the problem is that now the arrow is constantly behind, right? The second lap is constantly like slower. So when you get better on the start and you zoom away of the first lap, you will never like see like how was it different here. Of course, you can still see the top video, which you can turn on here in the Racechrono. And in the video, it's great to just like see, okay, now I'm losing like 0.8, and now like just through this corner when I went a little bit more inside, I gained basically like 0.15 or maybe even more. Like when I start here, I basically gained almost like 0.2 or 0.25 just by like getting inside, right? Or Morgan, not me. And like what you can also do here is that you can choose here if you want to like align the lines based on position. So if you just want to check the throttle curves, for example, and see like where in which sections you are faster, for example, like here, then you can align it, and the arrows will always like run next to each other, right? So that's good for just checking like where maybe you can start accelerating sooner, or maybe where you are going to like too slow compared to some other laps where it's more speed to be gained. And if you disable it and just like look at the times itself, you will see the throttle curves moved, right? So basically it will not be aligned, and you can see here that like one curve starts later than the other, and that's because like they are on the different position already. What's of course like what you want to see is like how about this part of the track, like was like how did it look when I was quicker? And that's what you can do with the sectors, because even like let's see this blue lap, like it's kind of slow, it's very slow, but it turns out that when I compare it to the fastest lap, it seems that like the sector 2 of the fastest lap like pretty much sucked, you know, like it was slow, and almost all the other laps was better, were better, and even this like super slow lap like had the best sector 2 of them all. And so like when I click on the track, you can always like check what are the tracks that you can choose from, and maybe somebody created already, and so you can just use it, or you can just click on the add and create your own new track. Oh, and I just selected. Okay, but I have here my own eSkateCon track, and what you can do for the track is that you can here you can add a split line, right? So not just the start finish line, but also a split line where I can just like change the width and move the location and change the direction so it fits. And now I basically have my sectors, and this allows me to check this just the sectors themselves. And I want to see like what happened in this sector 2, right? So this one was the fastest, and I want to see like my fastest lap, what happened there. So I can just click on the sector, and right now I can see when I have this like disabled the position, I can actually see like where, because the lines starts at the same location in the sector, and when you play it, we'll just see what happens. Like the first the and you can just check here on the top. You can just check here like which lap we are comparing to, and like what is the lap that is the light color and what is the lap that is the dark color, right? So you can see that the dark color here is behind, then catches up by going a little bit more inside, and then here, basically here, it starts to accelerate away. And just by entering this corner a little bit wider, but then going so much more on the inside on the exit and accelerating so much faster, it gains it gains a lot of advantage on our current lap. Just here, all happened just here. You can see even on the top side that I'm still like 1 second behind, and then suddenly here it's almost like 0.3 seconds just in this one corner, which is a huge amount of time. And this is how you can see, this is how you can like see the specific sectors. And even when you are going on the crowded track, have here the optimal time, which is basically the sum of the best sectors of them all. So even like when you don't have any quick lap, you will usually get at least one sector which is fast, and here you will see the sum that's your potential pace. Of course, you need to have the splits set up correctly, right? It's always like a point of discussion, but usually it's the best to set the split somewhere on the straight, where you know that you usually go like a similar line, or you just have the full throttle basically. And even when you like continue, like when you change the line in this sector, you know that you can link it to the another sector, right? Because like if you put it somewhere in the middle where the lines can be super different, then like of course it seems that you could be faster, but you are not really able to link the outside curve to the inside line to the next sector. So it's kind of deceiving then. So the best is, I think, it's my opinion, to put it somewhere on the straight where you are going kinda similar, and kinda like you have the full throttle, or at least like you are going kind of full speed, right? So you don't change you don't change much if you don't want it to have it at the point where you are like starting your braking or something like that, because just moving it by half a meter can make a lot of difference. Yeah, so this is pretty much it, and I hope you will have fun with that. And let me know if you have anything to add or any questions or comments.